country rich in history, tradition and culture, Mexico is the third largest country in Latin America with a population of more than 100 million, making it the home of more Spanish speakers than any other in the world.
Mexico is made up 31 states and one federal district. It's the fifth largest country in the world with nearly 2 million members.
The Centro Específico de Educación a Distancia de la Comunidad Valenciana, CECV, is the only state-run distance education center for adults in the region of Valencia, Spain. Our distance education pattern is open and innovative, adapted to the different educational requests and to the different students' needs. This is our building. You can see in photographs. The CED is the Specific Distance Learning Center in the region of Valencia. The CED is the only state center with a complete range of educational courses and programs for people over 80s and the possibility for distance learning through the virtual education. We are in the south of Europe on the eastern Mediterranean coast. Our institution opens from 9 to 21 p.m. from Monday to Thursday. There is a lunch break from 14 to 18 p.m. Fridays are reserved to teachers' meetings. The CED offers distance learning education as a state center depending on the local Department of Education, offering free education. We are where the students are given personalized attention by means of group and individual tuition with a wide and flexible timetable, allowing the students the contact with teachers directly and or online, working by means of teaching materials specially designed for the DL, with the possibility of the distance learning through the virtual environments. The CED offers a wide range of formal and non-formal education. In my case, I'm studying formal education in the fields of international trade that are vocational training.
Hi, I'm Almudena and I'm here studying an A-level in arts. And this year I'm just finishing 3 subjects, so I don't have all the classes.
45 students. What's the matter with that first 0?
Well, and I'm studying this at my age because I did vocational studies before.
Yeah.
Here there are, well, good morning, I am Paro. Here you can see 3 pictures on the right. It's a evaluation session. On the left, it's a queue for matriculation, enrollment process, and down it's exams of other subjects.
Well, this is very interesting, guys. I would just to point out that you can see that picture in which we are on a long queue, We normally do this every July. So the students have to stand at the queue and participate in the enrollment process every year. So again, they have to say the school, which course they are taking. They need to handle some specific documents as their IDs, 2 pictures, and so on and so forth. And as you can see, the exams that we have here are massive. There are nearly 4,500 students. So when the exams period arrives, there are lots of students that come and they take their exams here. We don't do the exams in distance learning, okay? It's just distance learning is just the training, but the exam, it must be taken at school.
I'm going to start with a presentation of our collaborative project. The authors are me, Patricia, and my partner Jenny Goldstein.
Okay, so I talked to my grandma, and she basically described her tradition or her generation as traditional, conservative. They had natural eating habits, processed foods didn't exist. There was a Sunday dinner tradition with the family. People walked over driving. There was lots of dancing. People were more free-spirited and living in the moment. There was a lot more sisterhood and brotherhood, and they were a lot more religious. And then she said about my generation is that we're a lot more liberal. There's a lot more competition and rivalry now. We're always thinking about the future and what we're going to do next, and we pretty much always plan everything. And we have a digital literacy. We're like all in technology, obviously. And we have liberal attitudes, and I don't know what that last thing says, but
yeah. Thank you, Jenny. The second column, an acceleration, refers to our, Jenny and my generation, our generation. We can't read the title, sorry. I don't know why, because I can't read them. Okay. I asked to my grandparents about their generation, and they told me they were more traditional than us, more conservative. They grew up their own food. They used to butter. That was a very common practice here in this society in Spain. And they used to butter to obtain other goods with neighbors. The ritual on Sundays was always mass and family dinner. Here there were no cars. They ride on horse tracks. They were always concerned about opportunities, and the value for family and take care of elders was a maximum. And they were more religious than now. Nowadays, for us, young people is open-mind, an open-mind generation. There's lots of competition too. But after crisis here in Europe, for young people, we think that our future is dark or uncertain. We plan everything too. We have more access to culture like cinema, music, theater, literature. We are more liberal, and young people is more agnostic and atheist than ever.
Some things that were similar between our answers were that our grandparents both said that they were traditional and conservative. They both had natural eating habits. They were both a lot more religious, and in both cases, people walked rather than drove. Some differences in our answers were that Patricia's generation is open-minded, Oh wait, is it still similar? There's lots of competition. We use a lot more technology. We have liberal attitudes, and we're less religious.
Okay, well, our topic is sports. The 3 most popular sports in Spain are soccer, basketball, and tennis. And these are some of their achievements that they've had. The Soccer World Champions 2010. Their #1 ATP gold medal. Motor champions, 2-time F1 champions.
Okay, thank you, Rachel. What you have seen in the middle of the last slide is the female sports, because the female sport is increasing a lot in the last years here in Spain. But now I'm going to talk about the most popular sports in the United States. That are the American football, baseball, and ice hockey. And now I'm going to tell something about that sport. Probably the most important TV show in sports is the Super Bowl that happens once a year in February. In fact, I saw the last Super Bowl on TV, but it was not really interesting. And all the American National Football League teams are in the tournament, and they can participate, and they make it to the Super Bowl. I don't know so much about baseball, but Rachel told me that the trophy is the World Series that happens once a year in October, and only American teams in the league can play in that tournament. In the end, the trophy or the tournament in ice hockey is the Stanley Cup that happens also once a year, and it's in June. And there can play all the National Hockey League and also some teams from Canada. We haven't made a slide about similarities or differences, but you can see that we play different sports. And I think that's all. Thank you, Rachel.
Hi, is Laura there?
Yes. Hey, I'm here. Oh. Hi.
Hi, Laura. Our project is about success in life.
Do you want to read your part instead, and I can read mine?
I read your part if you want, and you read mine.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay?
That's fine.
Laura, how do you define success? She believes that success was being happy with your life. It was being happy with what you have and where you are. It was reaching and accomplishing personal goals. Success could be measured differently for each individual, but she felt that success could be achieved by how you decide to view your life.
Maribel thinks how she defines success is she believes that
It isn't an immediate success. We get it gradually. It is consistent with yourself and being happy with your life, what we do and what people surround us, meeting our goals in life, and getting necessary motivation and continuing cultivating that success. Each person is different. I can't read that part because the call, something's covering it.
Each person is different and only oneself can know if it has succeeded or not. It is the end of my slide. A global question by Laura. What might be a global definition of success? Success was reaching an attainable goal for a person to achieve global success. He or she was reaching a result that could be viewed as positive and beneficial by people from all areas of the world.
Maribel's global definition of success is we are able to achieve what we set. We have necessary tools to get it. We must put aside the erroneous thoughts that keep us from success, change the way of seeing things, using these obstacles, problems like a motivation. The key is to be happy with what we do, who we are, and the people that surround us. We have to strive every day to achieve, I think, personal, I can't see that part. And then success determines your success in life.
Okay, thanks. Are you told to explain the table?
Yeah. Our differences are, we had mostly similar views on our ideas of what success means. We didn't really have any major differences. But our similarities were that the key to being happy, the key to success is being happy with our own ways of life, accomplishing personal goals, and being positive.
Thanks, Laura.
Thank you.
Thank you.